This is TWiT.
8888 Ask Leo. Paul, Orange County. Leo Laporte, the tech guy. Hi, Paul.
Hey, long time, first time. Thank you. Got a question for you. Looking for a 75-inch to 80-inch plus TV with built-in frontal speaker. What do you recommend? Built-in speaker in the front? Yes. You know, I have a good friend named Scott Wilkinson who happens to still be here. So he wants a big screen TV, and he wants a speaker in the front. You know, I just bought my mom a TV, a TCL, one of those cheap Chinese TVs. And she said it doesn't have any speakers. It did, but you would never know. Right. I just bought my wife a TV, a Vizio, and they're off the side. They're side firing, and they sound terrible. Right. Does anybody make such a thing, Scott, or does he? Or I know what you're going to say, which is get a sound bar.
Well, actually, no. I mean, yes. Sound bar is always going to be a better alternative, but depending on the budget, there is at least one TV I can think of with surprisingly good onboard sound. It ain't cheap. It's the Sony A1E OLED.
Kind of makes sense that Sony would have good sound.
Well, they do something unique, which is amazing, actually. They put the entire screen is the speaker.
Whoa.
They put these little transducers behind the screen that actually vibrate the screen itself, the OLED screen.
So I've seen these things you stick to your window, and it says, oh, the window's the speaker. But they never sound good. Does this really sound good?
This, believe me, this really sounds good. It's by far the best TV sound, onboard TV sound I've heard in a really long time.
And it is front firing, isn't it?
Absolutely. Absolutely front firing. Now, he wants a, he said he wants a 70 or 80-inch TV.
Paul, you want a big one, right?
That is correct.
Yeah, so they come with a, they come in a 75, a 65 and a 75-inch.
80 is pretty big.
80 is very big.
Yeah. And
actually.
And
never too big. Come on, Leo, never too big.
No, I agree. I mean, I would love, you know.
The Sony also comes in a 100-inch.
That's too big.
But
you can't get that in the door. You actually have to remove the roof.
It's also 60 grand.
Yeah, that's not. But I remember when I showed Sharp's 103-inch LCD many moons ago. They had to bring it in a 747. They had a special cargo hold.
Yes.
And you know, you literally you'd have to build the house around it. There was no way, unless you were, you know, you had some sort of unusual. And I think it's really intended for movie stars who do in fact have big, you know, wide
giant
doors
houses,
and stuff.
Yeah, but I think the 65 or the 75. The 65, I think, is, I can't recall, I think it's on the order of like $6,000 or so. It's not cheap by any means.
Well, but he's looking for a big TV. Paul's got money, obviously.
You want a big TV and you want good sound from the TV itself, that's absolutely the way to go.
There you go.
Give me the model again, please.
It's called the A1E. The full model number is XBR-screen size, be it 65, 75, or 100. I'm sorry, that's the Z. My mistake. I'm thinking of two different things. The A1E is in a 55, 65, or 75, I believe.
A1E is the thing to look for, though.
That's right. A1E is.
And we saw these at CES in January.
Yeah, that's phenomenal.
But they're available now.
TV.
Wow,
yeah, they are.
And OLED is great. I mean, seriously, you're gonna. The sad thing is, you're gonna then have the most amazing screen ever, and you're gonna wish you had 7.2 surround sound and Atmos and all that stuff to go with it.
Right. I was mistaken. I was thinking of the Z9D, which is an LCD TV. That's 100-inch.
Well, I have no idea. Why would you be confused? I mean, come on, Scott. Hey, thank you, Scott.
OLED, yeah.
I feel like Woody Allen in that movie where he says, "You're completely wrong," and I happen to have Marshall McLuhan right here. It's just I drag out Scott, and he knows the answer to anything. So, thank you, Scott. We'll see you next week. Appreciate it. Isn't that nice?